Hi, Marissa.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah.
My name's Callie. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, before we get started today, I just want to go over confidentiality with you. Have you ever talked about confidentiality with anybody before?
No.
Okay, so basically what it means is that everything that we say in this room today is between me and you. The only time that I'm ever going to share what we talk about with anybody else is if you disclose any ongoing child abuse that's happening, if you tell me that you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, or if I'm subpoenaed to court by a judge. Okay? Other than those circumstances, everything we talk about is just between us. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Just going to start a timer here. What's your password?
It's 5319.
And this will give me a good idea of how long we have. So we have about 15 minutes to talk today.
Okay.
Did you have any questions before we get started?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about why you're here to see me.
Well, basically, me and my parents are fighting right now. So, yeah. I kind of hate them and what they've done.
You hate them.
Yeah, I do. They're just not very nice. Like, they totally don't understand me at all. And they're, like, punishing me, and they, like, don't let me make any of my own choices. So, yeah.
Sounds like you're searching for some independence and they're not really giving it to you.
No, like, I'm not allowed to do anything. I have to call my parents, like, every 2 hours and check in and let them know where I am. And I have to, like, go to class all the time, and I can never miss it, even if I'm sick or if I hurt my leg in gym, or, yeah, like, I can't even go out, like, after 10 o'clock.
Sounds like they're really strict.
Yeah, so it makes it really hard to, like, have friends or fit in with other people, because no one else has to do any of those things.
You don't feel like any of your other friends have rules or restrictions put on them by their parents?
No, not at all. They never have to check in or tell their parents where they are. You can sleep over at boys' houses. You can, like, stay out all night on Friday or go home at, like, 2 in the morning, and it's not a big deal.
So what I'm hearing is that you are interested in doing the same types of things that they're doing, like having sleepovers with boys or staying out past 10 o'clock at night, not having to call and check in every 2 hours. Does that sound right?
Yeah, like, I'm not a baby, and that's how they're treating me, so I don't know what they expect. Like, I'm gonna do those things anyways.
Have you been doing those things?
Yeah, like, I mean, I haven't been going to school because I've been too busy with my friends.
What kind of stuff do you and your friends do if you're not at school?
Well, we, like, take the bus downtown and hang out downtown at the mall. One of my friends sometimes, like, smokes pot, so I've been smoking pot with her when we're downtown, and we go, like, eat at McDonald's, or, like, I don't see what the big deal is.
So what I'm hearing you say is that sometimes instead of going to school, you and your friends go downtown instead, maybe smoke a joint, hang out, eat some food, and your parents probably aren't very happy about this.
No, they're never happy about this. Like, I try and make it home before the school calls to let them know that one or more of their children have been absent. But they always, I don't know, like, I think they got it changed to their cell phones or something, because it doesn't come to the home anymore, and they always know whenever I don't go. So we've been fighting about this for a while.
That's really smart of you to try and make it home before the school calls. It sounds like you really thought that through.
Well, only because they get so mad at me when I don't, and they try and ground me and take away, like, my allowance and stuff.
So it seems like what you're doing or what you want to do is causing a lot of conflict between you and your parents.
Yeah, it's causing a lot of conflict. Like, they found out that I started having a boyfriend and I was sleeping with this guy, and then they, like, kicked me out this morning, and they were like, well, we don't want you here.
So that happened this morning?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll just stay at, like, his house or something, but, like, I don't have a home. All I have is the clothes on my back.
That sounds so frustrating.
Well, yeah, because they just don't understand. Like, this is all their now I have nowhere to go.
That would be so tough to wake up in the morning and get into a fight with the people who are supposed to be there for you, and then they tell you to leave, and all you have is the clothes on your back, and that would be so tough.
Yeah, like, I mean, and then they wonder why I start smoking pot, and it's like, well, because all we ever do is fight. Like, they never congratulate me on doing a good job or support me, and so, like, I just start smoking drugs because it makes me feel better.
So it sounds like you're saying that if your parents were to give you the positive feedback that you need in your life, you wouldn't have to use drugs to feel good?
Well, I probably wouldn't, but I'm doing it now, and like all my other friends have boyfriends, so I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
How does your boyfriend feel about this?
I haven't told him.
Is that something you're planning to do today?
No, probably not. I'll just pretend like I want to stay at his house all the time, and maybe I'll have to go steal some clothes or something from somewhere so I'm not in the same thing every day.
It sounds like it's getting kind of escalated. You know, like started with skipping school and going downtown, and then added smoking pot to it, and then you were kicked out this morning, and now you're talking about stealing clothes.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Is it? Because I just kind of feel like this is what I gotta do. I have an image to keep up with everything. So,
Do you feel like if you had a conversation with your parents and tried to come to a compromise between some of the things that they're asking for and some of the things that you want to do, that you could mediate what's going on?
I don't know if there is mediation. Like, it's kind of like one way or the other, and there's no in between. Like, if I don't do what they say, then that's like it.
Have you ever tried talking with them about what you want before, like about increasing your curfew or having a boyfriend? Have you ever tried to talk with them about that?
Well, we don't really talk about things in my family that like actually matter. So,
You just fight.
yes,
That's how it sounds.
yeah.
I'm just wondering if you would maybe be open to a conversation like that with them. Maybe if you're not comfortable doing it just with you three in the home, but if you wanted to include someone in that conversation, like a family friend or a professional like myself maybe, so that everybody's side could get heard and everybody could get some of the things that they're asking for. Would that be something you would think about?
Well, yeah, because I really don't think they listen to anything I say, and they feel like nothing I say is important.
So you don't feel very validated or like your opinions matter?
Yeah. Well, it's like what they say goes. I'm not allowed to have an opinion, so.
That would be so stressful.
Well, it's just really hard. Like, how am I supposed to like feel good about myself? Yeah, like I'm okay for right now. Like I can stay at my boyfriend's house, but like I don't know if they want to talk to me. Like they told me that they didn't really ever want to talk to me again because they're so tired of everything that I'm doing.
Do you think that was something that they said because they're really mad? Have they said that kind of stuff to you before?
No, I mean they say things with they're mad. Like one time my mom caught me like skipping class and she was waiting at home for me, and she was like, "I'm not stupid. Like I was young once too. Like I know you're skipping school. Like you just need to go to school. And like school's really hard, and I don't like it. It makes me feel stupid. And then my mom's forcing me to go to school, and I'm not doing very well. So it's like way more fun to go downtown. And like my mom just like she doesn't even listen as to why school may be hard.
So it sounds like school is really stressing you out, and then so you don't want to go, but nobody's listening to you about why it's so hard and why you don't want to go, and it's just created this big mess.
Yeah, and like now I have nowhere to go. Like I'm sure I can't stay at my boyfriend's forever. So
think that staying at your boyfriend's forever probably isn't the best long-term plan. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, totally.
So as far as to where to go from here, what kind of things would you like to see happen in the future?
Well, like, I don't want to sleep outside, like, I'm a young girl.
That's fair. I don't want
Like-
you to sleep outside either. That's fair.
Like, it's kind of scary, like, being downtown at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't want that. Like, I kind of want, like, at least somewhere to call home and like, someone who can listen to me. Like, that's why I really like my boyfriend, because I feel like he totally understands me.
So it sounds like what you want are someone to really listen to you, to understand what you're saying, and a place to call home so that you don't have to be unsafe at night.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know karate or anything. Like, how am I don't know if I could protect myself if something bad happened. And, like, thinking about not having anywhere to go, and, like, yeah, it's nice out today, but it's not going to be warm tonight.
Yeah, I don't think walking around downtown is the most glamorous option.
But, like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know where else I could go.
So how would you feel if I gave your parents a call and I had them come in today?
I guess.
I think that it's really important that your side of the story gets heard and that you feel like what you think and what you want are being listened to, and that you can get some of the things that you want. I mean, I can't guarantee that they're going to let you smoke pot all the time. That probably isn't, that's not something that most parents I talk to are really happy about.
Yeah.
But they probably could give you some of the things that you want in return for some of the things that they want if we could come to an agreement.
I just, yeah, like, maybe they'd listen to you more than they would listen to me.
And I'm here for you. I'm here to advocate on your behalf. So I want them to be heard, but I really want to make sure that you're heard as well, because it sounds like you haven't felt like you've been heard for a long time.
Yeah, no, like, they never listen to what I have to say. It's like, it's not important at all. I don't know if they would come in. Like, they might just be too busy.
But would you be okay with it if I gave them a call and tried to set something up?
I guess so, but, like, how are you going to reach me? Like, I don't even have a cell phone.
Well, what are your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, I'd probably just go over to my boyfriend's after.
Well, I can give them a call right now, and then we can see if we can do it sooner rather than later if you want. It's totally up to you.
Like, do you think that's, like, a good idea?
Well, I think that I need to call them on the phone and talk to them first and see if they're still pretty angry, because I think that if they're still really upset,
Right.
bringing them in here upset isn't going to be helpful. But if it sounds like they've calmed down from this morning,
Yeah.
then I think that could be okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess we can try and see what they say, but, like, they're probably still going to be pretty mad.
So what are the things that you would want them to maybe bend on? Probably to let you come back and live would be number one. Would that be right?
Yeah, like, I kind of need, like, somewhere to shower, and I need food. I haven't had anything to eat all day since they kicked me out. And, like, I don't have any money, so I can't go buy food. So, like, a place to sleep where there's food would be really good.
So that's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we get to that point, what are some things that would be important to you in the future? I heard you mention maybe a longer curfew.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm 15 years old. Like, why do I have to be in at 10 o'clock on Friday night? Like, I would even be happy with 11. Like, 10 o'clock is such a great curfew.
Just some kind of compromise is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe things with your boyfriend? Do they know that you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, that's kind of why they kicked me out.
So maybe we could talk about that as well.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know what we'd say. Like, they don't like it and they don't like him because they say he's not a good influence, and that I don't make good friend choices, and that I'm, like, super unhealthy, and I don't know.
just want to let you know that we have about a minute left today.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call your parents and see if they're calm enough to come in and we can all sit down together and talk. I'm going to let them know that you really want to come back there to sleep tonight and hopefully for longer than tonight. And that if they're willing to compromise on some of the rules, that maybe you're willing to compromise on things like checking in, even if it's not every 2 hours, but sometimes. Does that sound like something that you would consider?
Yeah, like it's just so strict.
Okay. And most importantly, what I've sort of heard from you today is that you just really want to feel like they're listening to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we end and I go give them a call?
No, I think that's everything.
I know sometimes meeting a professional for the first time and divulging your life story can be really intimidating, but I want you to know that you did really good, and I'm really happy that you came in to share this with me today. Because I would be really worried if you were walking around downtown late at night when it's cold. I would much rather see you somewhere safe and warm. Okay?
Okay.
I'd like the worst blank moment halfway through.
That's okay.
I'm like,
I was like, well, maybe I'm not doing it.